Hey, what's up everyone? This is Silver Slayer. If you're new to the world of precious metals, then you've come to the right place. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced silver stacker, the stuff we discuss on this channel is critical to know. We don't gamble, we invest. Gambling is blindly throwing your money, hoping that it sticks. Investors research, get educated, make calculated decisions. And that's why I'm not telling you to subscribe for my sake. It's honestly so you can stay informed on a day-to-day basis. You cannot blindly invest and expect success. That's just not realistic in today's day and age, especially with how chaotic things are. I know this can seem intimidating, but I promise tuning into my videos every day can and will drastically change the way you stack for the better. Now that we got that out of the way, this is Silver Slayer, and welcome to the world of silver stacking. So if you're a beginner, this video should be extremely helpful. I wish I would have seen something like this when I first started stacking. It would have saved me a lot of time, especially money and energy. So first things first, why are you stacking? Are you like an SHTF prepper, survivalist, apocalypse, doomsday type of person? Are you just trying to make a quick flip? Is this long-term wealth preservation, hedging against inflation, diversifying your portfolio? Or is it because it looks cool and you like the history and artwork of the coins? It really doesn't matter. I mean, we're going to go over why you do need to understand why, but isn't it cool that I just named like 6, 7 different ways you could stack and why silver is useful and beneficial to all of those? I mean, it's such a diverse individual investment. It's beautiful. But we got to go over some of the things that we got to be careful for. What works for me might not work for you. So don't look at someone else's strategy and try to compare it to yours or try to mimic yours, because they might have a different financial situation than you, right? Different amounts of income, different time frames they're looking to sell, be stacking for different reasons, different goals. I mean, it's very individual, and that's why in my videos I try to teach, I try to educate instead of tell you what to do. It's kind of like the saying, catch a fish for a man, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. I'm trying to teach you guys how to apply the strategies to your own stack, so then you can move forwards without having to rely on my information. So since we got that out of the way, hopefully you have answered the question I asked of why are you stacking, and we can move on. So once you figure that out, then the type of silver whatever you answered is going to determine that reason. And what I mean by that is, if you're a quick flipper, you're going to be buying different types of silver than someone's that's looking to hedge against inflation, right? Some types of silver are pegged to spot price. Bullion, usually pegged to spot price. Other types of silver, like high premium silver, numismatics, those coins aren't pegged to spot price. So if spot price is still $26 in 5 years, American Eagles, Canadian Maple Leafs, bars are still going to be $25. It will not have appreciated a single penny. But coins like pandas, kookaburras that have some semi-numismatic value or have high premiums could have double, triple, quadrupled by then. So I'm sure you're asking, Silver Slayer, so why wouldn't I just buy coins that have high premiums? Well, it's because it's very dependent on the circumstances. And what I mean is, the economy is ever changing. It's a roller coaster ride right now. Prices are unstable because people are unstable. There's a lot of things happening and a lot of things affecting the price of precious metals, whether it's stock market volatility, whether it's the gold to silver ratio, whether it's the economy, whether it's stimulus, whether it's something that has to do with politics, whether it's, the silver demand versus supply. There's so many different things that affect the price of precious metals that moving forwards, we can't guarantee that bullion might start picking up. And if bullion, or if the spot price starts picking up, then we're going to see a difference. We're going to see a shift in the markets. Right now, American Eagles have about $10 premiums. Last year, I would have told you American Eagles have about a $2 premium. Bullion coins, your standard coins, are beginning to have premiums like a Panda, and that's because there's a silver shortage. Silver is becoming more scarce. Every beginner I tell, and this is one thing I do recommend as a beginner, I usually don't recommend much, but the one thing I'm confident that I recommend is beginners should buy as much bullion, buy as much silver they can for as cheap as possible. That means build a foundation with a lot of cheap silver. Just try to accumulate a lot of ounces. Build a nice size stack of just silver for its metal content, not anything to do with the design of it or how many are minted. Just building a stack. It's like building a house. If the foundation isn't strong, then the house can crumble. Have a nice starting point, and then you can start venturing off. And plus, generic silver, American Eagles are easy to buy. You don't have to understand the coins. You don't have to understand the market. So as you're accumulating these coins, you're starting to get a feel of the world of silver stacking, and you're gaining more knowledge watching videos like this. And then once you start venturing off, you'll be much more experienced, so you are much less vulnerable to be making those mistakes. Because when you get into high premium silver, some pricier stuff, mistakes are easily made. Not all silver is a good buy. There's a lot of fake silver and there's a lot of scams too. You got to be careful. We're going to go over that later in the video, so hopefully you will be able to avoid that stuff. But I'm not going to paint this all rainbows and unicorns if it's not. A lot of fake silver on eBay. There's a lot of sites that just blatantly sell fake silver. There's a lot of sites that have way too high prices, ripping you off. You got to be careful for that stuff. So anyways, moving forwards, we have to talk about where to safely buy from. We went over why you're stacking, what type of silver you need to stack. Now, where do you buy it? There's 5 different companies, 5 different dealers that I will recommend, that most of us, 99% of us, buy from these 5 sites. Ask the people in the comments. Most of us, I'm serious, about 99%, all use these 5 different places and nowhere else. APMEX, JM Bullion, Provident Metals, SD Bullion, and Modern Coin Mart. Those places are the only places I buy silver, except for eBay if I'm looking for one specific coin. If I'm looking for some type of older MS-70 Panda or something along those lines, I might buy one on eBay if I find a legit seller. But when I'm buying my normal ounces of, American Eagles or whatever the case is, I'm using APMEX or JM Bullion. If I'm looking to buy silver in person, I'll go to my local coin shop. Never buy or sell silver from a pawn shop. There's a big difference between a pawn shop and a coin shop. Pawn shops will rip your head off, sell you silver for way too high, and they'll buy your silver from you for way, way, way too cheap. So don't go to pawn shops. Coin shops will be fair. Now, where to buy from? I never just buy from one place in general. And what I mean by that is there's no Walmart of silver stacking. Not one place has the best prices for all the coins. APMEX might have the best prices for pandas, but JM Bullion might have the best prices for kookaburras. So if you can narrow down which specific coin you're looking to buy that day, then you can shop around and see where it has, which place has the best prices. And that's very helpful. If you just buy all your silver from one place all the time, the chances are you could be getting some of those coins for cheaper somewhere else. Sign up for newsletters. You'll get a lot of alerts on when products come back in stock or what products are new, and that could be the difference between making a lot of money and missing out, because some of these coins, once they hit the market, they're sold out extremely fast. So sign up for the newsletters. You'll get the first-hand dibs. You'll get a lot of very, very beneficial stuff from deals, right? Daily deals. There's a lot of stuff that the newsletters brings. I mean, just sign up your email and you get that firsthand experience that most people don't get for a couple days or a couple weeks after. So now that we went into that, now that you have your silver, how do you store it? Safety, storage, and security is one of the most important things. A lot of things that most beginners miss. Put your coins in coin capsules, unless you have like some scratched up, dinged up American Eagle or Maple Leaf or Bar. Don't put those in capsules, but if you have like a BU coin, which means brilliant uncirculated, meaning American Eagle that's never been touched by human hands, or especially like a Panda, a high premium coin, don't ever put that coin in with junk silver, with your dirty silver. Always use coin capsules. A lot of times the mints that you buy from will have the coin in the capsule, especially if it's a nicer coin, but not always. Sometimes they'll just put it in the little coin flip, which is okay. I think it's a lot more convenient to use capsules because then you can put them in storage tubes. But it's pretty convenient, right? Capsules 20-30 cents per coin, and a lot of people say that adds up and that's a lot of money. I would rather pay 30 cents to ensure my coin is going to stay in perfect condition rather than risk it and the coin losing a lot more value than 30 cents when I go to sell it. That's the way I think of it. You can go to airtights.com, on Fire Guys eBay page. You can get capsules and tubes for very cheap, especially if you buy in bulk. So stay educated, right? Watching my 10-minute video per day could be life-changing. At the end of the day, financial freedom is the end result. And if you're not staying informed and educated, then you could be missing a lot of differences, because we're talking about adjusting and adapting. Imagine someone who doesn't watch anything on YouTube, doesn't watch my videos, and they just randomly buy and sell silver as they want, but don't have any clue of what's happening to the prices or why the prices are acting that way. Do you really think that they're going to be successful? That's gambling. That is what gambling is. Investing is understanding the markets, looking at the situation, right? Looking at the circumstances and seeing how that could affect the prices, and then you make a decision off of that. That's why you watch videos like this. So the last thing that we have to talk about is selling. I never buy a coin until I know how I'm going to sell it. And I'm serious about this. It's so easy to go on APMEX and click buy, but it's not so easy to sell. A lot of people get stuck in the selling game. I remember I got an email a couple of years ago. A guy said, Silver Slayer, right? I have all this silver and I'm ready to sell, but I didn't realize how stressful and time consuming this would be. He said, I wouldn't have bought so much silver this way if I knew this was going to be the case. And thinking about it, he made a very good point. Selling could be a full-time job. And you think I'm kidding, but listen to this. Imagine you have hundreds, if not thousands of ounces, and you're ready to sell. So you have to make an eBay page. You have to build a reputation, because if you just list a whole bunch of silver with no seller ratings, do you think anyone's going to believe your silver's real? No, you have to build a reputation. So imagine taking 4, 5, 6 pictures per coin. 4, 5, 6 times 1,000. That's a lot of pictures. Importing all those pictures. Imagine writing a description for each one of those coins, right? Having to set the price, responding to all the emails and the people negotiating and trying to, right, I guess, contend with other sellers, paying the PayPal fees, the eBay fees, waiting 2 weeks for your money to come in. It's going to be a full-time job. So I don't recommend selling all at once like that guy tried to do. Once you start accumulating silver, just sell 1 ounce a month. Even in the beginning, make an eBay page, start selling 1 ounce a month. Something little just to build your reputation. So when you go to liquidate your entire stack, at least it's going to be easier. Liquidity is key in the silver stacking world. You could have all the silver in the world. You could have the rarest coin in the world, but if you can't sell it or if you can't profit from it, is it really that rare or is it really worth it? That's why I also say buy what you like. If you buy what you like, you'll never make a bad investment in your entire life, because at the end of the day, whether it's hard to sell that coin, whether you don't break even, whether the coin, gets scratched, at least you still have a coin that you enjoy. There are some coins that I'll never sell. They have too much sentimental value with me. I'll get buried with them before I sell it. It's not about the money. So anyways, I think we covered enough for a beginner standpoint. Like I said, I post tons of videos. If you want to understand the true value of silver, I uploaded one of my favorite, most important videos I've ever made on this channel. And I'm serious. It is my favorite video I've ever recorded. The most important video I've ever recorded. I posted it last night. It's called The True Value of Silver. Please go watch that. If you're a beginner, you really need to watch that, because I explain everything you need to know to understand why my name is Silver Slayer, not Gold Slayer. There's a reason for that. This was Silver Slayer. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.